We now return to Expeditions Conquistador. So last time I got a bit, yeah. I don't know, I guess the word is, I got a bit eccentric, right? But, that is all in the past now. I gave it some thought, and I think I'm ready for, I am quite ready for another adventure, right? So let me just refresh my memory. What missions we were? Okay, I think the point is that we have to go to Santiago de los Caballeros, right? So yeah. We are going to Santiago de los Caballeros, right? So last time we wasted a lot of valuable resources. We wasted a lot of valuable resources because we went all the way up here because I was looking for Santiago de los Caballeros, but as you can see on the map, it is actually quite close by. So we're going to make an expedition to Santiago de los Caballeros, deliver those Bibles, and deal with the band of rebels. The North Coast, right? So we're going to talk to Capitan Leandra Vizcaino, another lady soldier, you know. I mean, this game, I don't know if it's historical, right? But this game found it right to... okay, we're on the road, so we have 19 moves left. This game found it right to include a lot of female authority figures, a lot of female characters. I'm not sure that's historical, you know what I mean? I don't know if females, women, I'm sorry, what am I, some kind of weirdo, right? Females. I don't know if women were, employed in the army back in those days, you know. Okay. I'm just tinkering is divided into construction and invention. Construction allows you to assign followers to construct traps and equipment. Invention allows you to assign followers to research improvements to the expedition's gear and equipment. Invention allows you to assign followers to research improvements to the expedition's gear and equipment. Very nice, okay. Constructing an item costs materials. For example, to craft a torch, you need 2 units of wood and 1 unit of oil. During the campaign, you'll find recipes that teach you how to craft new traps and items. A follower needs at least 1 point in tinkering to be able to research new inventions. A follower with high tinkering skill can research more advanced inventions. Okay, that was the story on the soldiers can't tinker, right? Our doctors can tinker. What about our scholar, right? We have a scholar on board. Here he is. No, that's the scout. This is the scholar. Yeah, she has high tinkering. Or he has high tinkering, I'm sorry. But he's out on hunting today. So, I don't know what we need. I'm just gonna camp like this. We'll see what happens. Oh, the patrols return empty-handed, but at least the defense is held. I mean, this is a dangerous location to camp. As I was saying, I don't know if women were employed in the army, I don't know how else to put it. I don't know if there were many women. There were certainly women in the New World, right? They needed, in any case, they needed to replenish the populace, to put it bluntly. Alright, now another day of camping. We don't have a lot of meat. Now we're taking up rations again. Alright, we had a lot of meat. We harvested a lot of meat. So where do we go from here, right? Is there a way forward through the jungle? Doesn't seem to be. Here it goes. No. Santiago de los Caballeros. Alright, it points us to a route over here. We are wasting resources. Alright. Meat consumption. Okay, we're only using up one ration tonight. And we had another good catch. Okay, it's this way. It's this way. Anyway, when I first started making these kind of videos, I would often just stop playing, really, and just let my character glance off into the distance. And okay, let's go for that. We have time. We have a lot of rations. Okay, we cannot click on it. Okay, we can click on it. And there's another day gone. With a meager catch. This is part of the game, right? We're bound to occasionally use up rations. Alright, that was worthwhile. Anyway, yeah, when I first started making these kind of videos, I would stop playing the video game and just stare off into the distance with my character. you know, because I had a lot on my mind, you know, I didn't really play to game, you know. What is gaming? You know, I don't know what gaming is. Using up a lot of rations. Sorry, I had to use the bathroom there for a minute. I just paused my recording there. Anyway, as I was saying, I had a lot on my mind in the past, you know, and I just saw these videos as I don't know, on a channel, an outlet for my philosophizing, you know. And I started this game kind of with the same kind of aesthetic, you know. I really thought it was going to be kind of my thing to oh, we have an event. As the merriment of the evening meal quiets down and the members of your expedition scatter out to their watch posts or into their tent, you notice that Julio Barreto stays behind, deftly tracing a piece of charcoal across a leather-bound journal. "What are you writing?" "Oh, Capitan, I'm sure you wouldn't be interested." "Now go on. If you're writing about me, I should like to know it." The scholar averts his eyes sheepishly. "I am, but these are not to be memoirs. I have always been a keen student of, well, fiction. I find such inspiration in the old Greek epics. I hope to add my own stories to those legendary works, that they might be found on the same shelf in the great library at home one day." "And you will base your tales on the events of our expedition?" "Though I find imagination to be the spice of life, a basis in true events lends an air of legitimacy to the story. Don't you think, mi signor? It lets an author transcend the boundaries of his or her own musings to touch on the raw experience of life." "Perhaps you're right. I like fiction. I applaud his work, right? I actually am reading a book, kind of, you know, I don't know, books are, the scholar nods respectively and returns to his writings. End event. Yeah, books are I don't know, what was I saying, right? Alright, we're approaching the free move zone of... "You have encountered particularly thick jungle overgrowth today, and travel will be painstakingly slow as your crew clears a large enough path for the caravan to pass through. The remainder of your movement is halved until tomorrow." We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Alright, great. We made it to Santiago de los Caballeros. Ooh, it's very small. Oh. Anyway, what was I saying, right? Santiago Market. The market of at the center of Santiago de los Caballeros is significantly smaller than the market in Santo Domingo and mainly dominated by outlets for... Oh, I'm still in the voice. For craftsmen that have shops and workshops around town. Your attention is drawn to a large four-pronged stall in the middle, which stands in the middle of which stands a short and slender Portuguese merchant advertising his goods with the voice of a man a dozen times larger. Fresh fruit and succulent vegetables newly harvested from the western plantations, now for sale at prices you won't believe. Rare trinkets from the jungle tribes, specifically purchased to be exported back to Spain. Buy it now before it ships out. Be the first to wear exquisite fur of these rare jungle cats before the trend-setting noblemen in the king's court get their hands on them. What's your name? Ah, noble signor, it is always a pleasure to see a distinguished caballero grace the humble cobblestones of our market. My name is Diniz Tavares. How may I assist you on this fine day? What do you sell, Senor Tavares? Whatever you desire, I have, and if I don't have it now, I can arrange to have it later. Rations for your journeys, equipment for your company, or valuable treasures from across the island. I only regret that I am very low on medicinal remedies, Monsieur. Such supplies are hard to come by in this region. I have brought a shipment of Bibles from Hermano Caro in Santo Domingo. Ah, yes, good. I'm glad that the pious friar managed to find somebody willing to handle this for him. And if I am not mistaken, you are promised payment, yes? 1,500 valuables? I had not been told of that, but I will be grateful to accept your payment. The merchant flashes you a wide grin. By all means, I am the one who is grateful. The payment will be delivered to your caravan immediately. It was a pleasure doing business with you, senor. Well, certainly a nice atmosphere of honest labor in this place. There's something with this cow here. He's leaving. He's just walking away. I don't know what the point of that is. Anyway, yeah, I got derailed the other day, you know. I don't know. I used to saw this as an outlet for my thoughts, but now I realize a Let's Play is about, yeah. It's about Quantira residence. The house near the pier has a sign outside it that says fishing nets for sale. We don't need to go here right now. I mean, yeah, I realize that Let's Playing is about, you ask an off-duty soldier for Capitan Leandra Vizcaino, and she points you to a small house near the center of town. Knocking on the door yields immediate feedback. Something crashes against the floor, accompanied by indistinct swearing, followed by calm but heavy footsteps as Leandra comes to the door. Leandra is a tall and lean woman, with long black hair pulled back from her angular face and tied into a tight ponytail. She regards you with inquisitive eyes that almost crackle with intelligence. Yes? Yes? I'm sorry. Trying to do voices here, but... Okay. Leandra Vizcaino, I've been asked to assist you with the rebel problem. The soldier scrutinizes you for a few moments. Yes, our rebel problem. Santiago looks well protected, I must say. She shrugs non-committally. I never heard that word before. We do what we can, but we are only so many, and these rebels, they are ruthless. They will not stop until every last one of us is dead. Why do they want to destroy you? Leandra ducks through her doorway and steps out into the street, gesturing for you to walk with her. We know what these madmen think, if they think. They have been seduced by the unspoiled rawness of this island. They are convinced that we represent destruction, oppression. In their eyes, this jungle is freedom and authenticity, and they've taken it upon themselves to destroy us. They were our own brothers and sisters, but now they are the many. They are Spaniards. They were. Come, show me your troops. Let me see how well prepared they are to fare the rebels. Take Leandra to meet your people. You walk with Leandra back to the outskirts of the town where you left your supply carts, your servants, and most of your troops. Upon seeing you approaching, your men get up to stand at attention. Very impressive. Good discipline. Not the best equipment, but you could do worse here. Mostly mercenaries, I'm assuming. They are my brothers in arms. I trust them with my life. We are mercenaries. Plenty of work here for mercenaries, yes? Nothing wrong with a sword for hire. Our sword doesn't convince you that she is being earnest. Help us look at the rebels and we'll put an end to the threat. A single stern nod. I know of a camp in the mountains of the Samana Peninsula across the bay. Couldn't tell you its precise location, but we have seen the fires in the night. It's harsh terrain and there are no native villages there. It must be them. Across the bay. My troops and I will investigate. Buena suerte. I don't know what that means. Still, I really like Spanish, I was just thinking about America, America is a combination of America, of English and Spanish, kind of. It's such a beautiful place when you think about it that way. Leandra turns with the precision of a soldier, but the grace of a dancer, and walks back to the town square. All right, really reverential of women, this game. Which is perfectly natural. The Samana Peninsula, all right, it's on the map. Thank you for notifying us. Okay, let's take a look at the journal. Investigate the northeastern peninsula for signs of a rebel encampment. That's a nice job for this Let's Play today. I mean, yeah, we are really, I'm really not capable of prolonged session this day. The house near the pier has a sign that says fishing nets for hire. Knock on the door. You knock on the door and a one-legged man with an unkempt hair and scruffy beard answers. I don't suppose you're here for the fishing nets. In fact, I am, though it's not fish I mean to catch. He shakes your hand and motions for you to enter. I see. I have some experience with that kind of fishing. My name is Juan Quintera, formerly of the Noriegas Company. Now I make nets. Do you think your nets might be used as traps on the battlefield? I've done that myself with excellent results. I'll show you how the mechanism should be set up. You won't be disappointed. How much was such a trap cost me? 500 valuables apiece, with a size as answer. That's pretty steep for a net. Is that what you charge the fishermen? These nets will be a little different, sturdier. Fish don't typically carry knives or swords. I suppose your quarry does, Diplomacy medium. I can't spare that kind of money. Have a good day, Senor Cantera. He stops you as you turn around. Wait! Alright, I can lower my price to 400 values, but I will go no lower. Okay, let's do it. It's really expensive, but I'm sure I shall have to think about it. Tomorrow, what does that mean? I don't know if there are days in this game. Let's order one. I want to see what they do. Oh, we have a lot of money, actually. Yeah. One trap will be ready for you first thing tomorrow, Capitan. Senor Quintero politely shows you out. We're almost out of moves for today. I was hoping that the moves reset when you enter a village, but... Alright, so we're stuck here. No, we're not. I love this. This is a nice place. Alright. Alright, we got the meat, whatever. Trap the beast. Alright, we have a lot of meat right now. Just camping out here. Your remaining 6 meat spoils during the night. Isabella is chopping firewood for the night's campfire when you pass her by. She pauses and folds her hands on the top of her axe. Buenas tardes, Capitan. Ah, yeah, that's what I was talking about. I was talking about Spanish. Yeah. Buenas tardes, Isabella. How are you settling into the company? I already feel like one of these troops. Are we living up to your expectations? I don't know if I was expecting much of anything, really. I joined Noriega's company so I could make a difference, learn to take care of myself, and I don't know. Following your father's footsteps? My father wasn't a military man. I want to fight the rebels. I don't know if they even understand. They're tearing Hispaniola apart. I thought I could fight the rebels with Noriega. He's terrified to send his troops out to Santo Domingo anymore. Whereas you want to make peace? That's my greatest ambition. The Tainos see me as Spanish. The Spanish see me as Taino. If they would see each other in light of friendship rather than mistrust, it will be good for everyone. So how would you deal with the rebels? I would kill them. Your bluntness takes you slightly aback. I will not enjoy it, but it must be done. The rebels showed dissent among the Taino, who are peaceful people by nature. They exploit the Negro slaves we've brought here. And they kill innocent people and burn down Taino huts and Spanish houses alike. They claim to fight for freedom and justice. They have their own petty interests at heart. How can you be so sure? Their cruelty betrays them. Who is your mother? She was a proud and gracious woman, but she held no special status within her tribe. She lived in the village in the jungle in the eastern part of the island. The tribe cast her out for falling in love with my father, and she came to live with him in Santo Domingo. The Spanish disease claimed her when I was 9 years old. I'm sorry to hear that. It was a long time. The wound has healed. You seem to have a good relationship with Umberto. Umberto is a good man when he regards you as sees beyond interesting and looks only at the contents of the heart. I think he's the only person in Santo Domingo of whom this can be said. Thanks for the talk. You should get back to work. Isabella salutes you and returns to her firewood. I shouldn't narrate in voice, right? Anyway, I was talking about Spanish, in America, I mean, America is really a combination of English and Spanish in a way, And the Spanish really, there's this song by Bob Dylan, right? The Spanish is the loving tongue. I never really learned it. Chart the coast. We still haven't charted all the outskirts, right? I think this is where we need to go for that. Anyway, yeah, we really should do that. But we're out of moves again. Let's see, what was on the peninsula again? A rebel encampment. You know, the fighting in this game is kind of hard. He is leaving. Shall we chase him? Let's do it. Alright. Wonderful. I don't see any rebel encampment. Here's some valuables. Let's head over there. Oh, we cannot traverse the mountain. Okay. Patrol difficulty is high, hunt difficulty is low. We have a lot of meat. It's because we killed that little pig. Alright. I never really listened to that song, you know, about Bob Dylan, but yeah, it's called Spanish is the Loving Tongue. I have no idea what it sounds like. I think I listened to it at some point, but I just forgot all about it. So the meat spoils, right? After a day. When you arrive at the place that Leandra pointed out to you, you send your troops in groups of 3 to scout the area. To scout the area for signs of the rebels. One after one, the groups return with nothing to report. You make one last sweep of the area, but you already know it's going to come up empty. This land is pristine, long untouched by humans. Perhaps Leandra was mistaken. Alright, that's kind of a relief. Still, I think we have to have at least one fight before I call it a day for this Let's Play. We're probably gonna run into someone. Return to Santiago and inform Leandra that Samana no trace of rebels. Yeah, I was hoping that this game would have a lot of... Oh, there's treasure there. Should we go for that? Let's do it. Let's go for the treasure. I was hoping that this game had replayability, but it's really narratively structured, which is okay, you know. There's the treasure. Okay, great. You're pretty sure you're marching into a dead end and leave the mountains in the direction of the shore, but at least it will be a scenic and pleasant dead end. The weather is great and the beach is looking beautiful. Perhaps the troop would benefit from a little rest and recreation. Then the advance party stops the caravan. The scouts have spotted somebody moving on the beach ahead. A small group of what appears to be Spanish fishermen digging in the sand investigate. You pick a handful of people and ride down towards the men. They've clustered around a pit in the beach where you can barely make out the top of a large wooden chest. Buenos dias. What are you searching for? The 5 men jump to their feet, and the 2 who were digging drop their shovels. They clearly are fishermen. They're surprisingly well armed for civilians. They carry arquebuses and swords. Perhaps they are former army soldiers. The oldest of the fishermen steps forward. This does not concern you, Conquistador. You better address me with more respect, mi senor, and answer the question. The man bows a little too deeply and a mocking trill colors his voice. Of course, your grace, I beg your forgiveness. However, this does not concern you. The man is sounding increasingly hostile to your inquiries. Sierra Barriero clears her throat. Capitan, that is the type of chest used by the royal treasurer. It may have been stolen from a supply ship to Santo Domingo. It may be full of Spanish gold. What would fishermen be doing with gold from the royal treasury? Come to think of it. Precisely, mi senor. It must be stolen. We had confiscated the chest. Daniela Hernandez chimes in with a suggestion. We could confiscate this chest and kill these bandidos. Isabella cuts in, indignant. Think, Daniela, you would condemn these fishermen to death on suspicion of theft? Hernandez barks back, annoyed. It's obvious what's going on here. And remember, Isabella. They stolen from King Carlos. Settle down, all of you. The exchange is happening out of earshot of the fishermen, but they're seemingly more irate every present. Surround them and seize the chest. Your troops spread out, raise their arquebuses, and carefully advance upon the fishermen. Unsurprisingly, the fishermen immediately raise their weapons and attack. Seems like we're going to have a fight after all. I'm taking Isabella and Ricky Grizz. Okay, Bonita Blanco, because I like her. Let's see. We'll take a doctor. Maybe another hunter. To battle! Doctors are your basic healers, capable of restoring measure of endurance to other soldiers. Great. Big battlefield. Exciting. We're on Iron Man, right? So if we lose the game. I'm not sure what happens when you die in this game. Right. Do we want the doctor in front? I don't think so. We want the soldiers in front. I can't stop with this accent, you know. Archers back, archers behind, I suppose. They seem indeed well armed for fishermen. Hunters, Bonita Blanco. Alright. The soldiers. Okay, these soldiers. I can't stop doing the accent. Right. Okay. Okay, let's go. We cut him down. Join him in the fray. A critical hit. It's going well. Maybe we can take him down. No, he's still alive. Okay. Open fire and he misses. We're going for the hunter first. We'll keep our doctor behind him for a while. We don't want him dying on us. Missed the doctor. Whoa, he shoots twice. Alright. Attack of opportunity. Great. Critical hit. Alright. Got a bad feeling about this. Great. Okay. We got our doctor. He can heal this man. Can he heal himself? Maybe he can. Bonita Blanco. Maybe we can shoot him down. Oh no, now he's gonna get an attack of opportunity. No, he's dead. Lucky, very lucky. Okay. Our guy is already moved. Okay, we're gonna cut this guy down. We really need to heal this man. Okay, maybe we are going to win. We may end up with some wounded. Okay, he's still standing. Let's get this guy over here to have a clean shot. Wonderful. Cut him down. Alright. Now our doctor is going to heal our man over here. Oh, he's still recharging. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. He can go first. Alright, great shot, Bonita. Maybe we can defeat him. We can... No, he cannot leave. It's the attack of opportunity. Okay, we're gonna have a wounded guy on our hands. What point is doctor? Oh, man. That sucks. Wounded. What are we gonna do with a wounded? He shoots twice. That's really unfair. But I guess otherwise this battle would be too easy. And he's out of range. Well, I don't want him getting wounded either. Okay. Fire. Well shot, Alejandro. And fire. Okay. Alright. Now we still have our doctor. Yeah, he can heal this man. We can move him back. Okay. He's gonna get fired upon twice and he's gonna die. Oh man. No. We're in luck, it seems. Okay, we won. Moderate lacerations. Iruenis. Okay, well, she's our bonus soldier, so I reckon we will how do you say? We will stand her loss, right? We will stand her loss. The fishermen definitely have military training, but you dispatch them nevertheless. Your people search for their bodies and take a few of their arquebuses that can be picked apart for spare parts. Then it's time to look at the main prize, the half-buried chest. You order 2 of your people to drag the chest out of the pit and get it open. Somebody finds the key on one of the dead fishermen. Much to everybody's satisfaction, the lid creaks out and reveals that the chest is full of silver coins. It would seem that your suspicions were correct. These fishermen were bandits to rob the Spanish supply ship. Take the valuables. Alright, this was definitely worth it. We got a huge booty. A huge bounty, I'm sorry. Your people bring back the chest to the caravan where servants are put to counting the coins. After counting a second time to be sure, it comes down to 3,600 valuables. Yeah, the rather prosaic term valuables. Alright, so this gives me a really good feeling. You know, I like this game very much, you know. It really seems like a rousing adventure. We still have plenty of rations to make it back to. You barely finish setting up the camp for the night when your perimeter guards sound the alarm. Daniela Hernandez comes charging into the camp, shouting at the top of her lungs. The rebels are attacking. They've got us surrounded. You've really only got one option. Fall back to the inner perimeter and prepare to defend the camp. Your servants scramble to bring the supply cars inside the camp perimeter while your troops don their armor and regroup to the stockades. Moments later, rebels pour out from the tree lines in every direction. Begin the battle. Okay, so I suppose we will go with the same crew as last time. And we cannot take good old I forget her name. I hope we have a chance, right? I mean, I find these battles very exciting. We are not playing on the highest difficulty, right? Lots of enemies. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. Okay, I'm just going to leave it here. We'll see what happens, right? I mean, I'm a very intuitive, improvisational dude. I just take things as they come for more. Oh, we only have to just survive for 10 turns. That's possible, right? I find this game very exciting, you know. I mean, even if we lose the game, I think we had a good run. I mean, I'm still experimenting with Let's Playing, you know. Ooh, he's fast. Gee. Oh, he can't attack. He just walked the whole way. Is that a soldier or shooter? That sounds very... Okay, only 9 more turns. Gee, this is tough. But we're going to... He sounds native too, Ixhel. We cannot move. That will give him an attack of opportunity. Oh god, he's out of range. So we can surround my guy over here. Okay, so let's shoot. We're going to go for the hunter. Alright, we hit him. Man-at-arms hunter, eh? Yeah. Alright. We're fighting. We're going all out. 10 turns. So the doctor should retreat to the interior here, I suppose. We don't want him being attacked. Okay. They're going after our doctor. What are we gonna do with a wounded doctor? Well, we have 2 doctors. Oh no, he's poisoned. He's gonna die. He's gonna be shit down. Okay. Missed. He gets 2 shots. He missed twice. Maybe we can do 1 heal. Oh, very good. An attack of opportunity. Alright, he's going to lose his shit. Oh man. And our doctor's gone. No, he's still alive. He's still alive. He's certainly performed a lovely tank. We're not gonna make it, right? They're gonna slaughter us. Shall we surround him? Yes, we will. Okay. Didn't really see the point of that. We gave him a free attack of opportunity. We almost got this guy down, so... Come on. He's still alive. We got our doctors gone. We're gonna take this guy down, yeah. But there's another enemy coming. We're gonna retreat from him. We gotta buy time somehow. They're coming at us from all directions. We cannot move. Oh man, we gotta retreat away from them. Oh man, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose, man. Oh god. We gotta buy time. How are we gonna buy time? Luckily, they're lousy shots. And we got our man down. What should we have done differently? You know, yeah. I'm getting into chess, you know. I joined the chess club. And, okay, we're gonna flee. We're gonna flee. Okay, so, yeah, we cannot move. This guy is going, he cannot go past him, okay. So let's just fire. Shit. Yeah. We'll give him an attack of opportunity. Oh, we're gonna shoot this guy down. Yeah. Okay, that should buy us some time. We still got a couple of units left. We're just gonna, yeah, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. But those ranged units are definitely giving us trouble. And our guy is getting trapped. Still, we only need to survive. Missed. Oh no. They're lousy shots, thank God. Of course, there's a lot of stuff standing around here. Okay, he's going to go down fighting. We got our guy here, right? Shall we risk it? No, he's going to flee all the way over here. We need some guy to survive. Shoot! And run. Okay. This guy is going to have to sacrifice himself, and thank God. We're going to make it, right? We cut a path. We cut a path out of the camp. So now we just have to keep at a distance from these guys. This guy is going to go down fighting. He's already down. Oh man, this is exciting. Are we going to make it? That's the question. We can shoot at them. They're lousy shots, so we can shoot at them. Okay, they're coming for us. But we have time, right? Oh no. Oh God. Okay, so shoot at him. Shoot at him. And run. He can run far away. We don't need him to do anything. He's going to die. Oh my God. Let's just hope they keep missing us. If only we could have run out into the jungle. Okay, so he missed. Yeah, they can run really fast, right? Oh no. 5 more turns. Come on, we can do it. Have I been outmaneuvered? Let's say I'm getting into chess, right? I suppose this is a bit like chess. We're trapped, right? Oh no, he's going to get a attack of opportunity on us. He's just going to have to stand there. Okay, so we cannot. Oh, I should have removed. We're going to get trapped. Okay, we're outmaneuvered. We're outmaneuvered, but we're going to stand over here. Maybe hold out. He can run. He should run. 4 more turns. Can we do it? I doubt it. I think we're going to die. Okay, he's... Okay, let's end the turn. We'll see what happens. Okay, he got a blow was struck. Let's say I'm getting into chess, and I wonder if this is a lot like chess. I don't think so, right? I think this is more interesting than chess, and he's down. Just 4 more turns, right? 3 more turns. Oh my god. Shoot him down. Oh yeah. And our guy is going to strike a blow on us. Yeah, we can shoot him down, maybe. We're going that way. We're going that way because this is the only place where there are no men. Shit. Shucks. We just need 3 more turns, right? He'll get 2 attacks of opportunity on us. Okay. Oh, he can't fire from there. Didn't think that through. Ah, man. Okay. Another shot. He misses. Our man down. Just 2 more turns, man. Oh god. Okay, we're gonna have to move past this guy. Can we risk the attack of opportunity? I think we have no choice. He'll get 2 shots on us. No. Okay. Just 2 more turns, man. Oh my god, this is exciting. And he's hit. We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. We should have... I don't know what we should have done. Okay, he can run. He can run. He should just run. Oh my god. Okay, we outmaneuvered them, it seems. Okay. We are going to run our ass off. We're gonna run all the way over here. I think we made it. It's a miracle. But we're just going to see if they're going to shoot us to pieces. No, they cannot shoot that far. Oh, I'm relieved. I'm actually relieved. This game is real exciting. Oops. Miss. Yeah, they really cannot shoot to save their lives. Alright. We made... Oops. 1 more shot. He misses. Yeah. Okay, this is severe ballistic trauma. Harmless lacerations. Okay, I'm so relieved. You hold out against the rebel assault, cutting down rebel after rebel until the rest of them give up and retreat back into the jungle. You send a few people to follow them discreetly and make sure they're not just regrouping for another attack. Then you see to your wounded. Your servants, many of whom were acting as squires during the battle, loot the bodies of the dead rebels and bring a good amount of valuables and some equipment back to the carts. Okay, we got some 800 valuables and some equipment. I'm relieved. That was real exciting. That was real exciting. This game is exciting, and I'm not sure why. I gotta say, I'm getting into chess, and I was decimated during my first match at the chess club, you know. I mean, the treatment window is where you treat injured followers. This tab is only available when you have selected a wounded follower. The health of a wounded follower may deteriorate during the night if left untreated. To treat a follower, you need to assign a doctor to him or her and have the required amount of medicine. As a captain, you count as a doctor as well for the purpose of treatment. 6 stages of an injury are harmless, moderate, severe, critical, fatal, and dead. If a follower with multiple wounds is left untreated, the wound may deteriorate to a severe note during the round. If a follower with a fatal wound is treated, the wound will be at critical stage by the following morning. Okay, so we need to treat. Okay, I'm going to treat him. Much to your surprise, Benita Blanco seems to have gotten better since yesterday. It looks like the hunter will recover sooner than expected, which will of course save you some medicine. That's wonderful. Yeah, I like this. I like this game because it is naturalistic, you know. It has these mechanics that really show you, that really, you know, they do mimesis, you know, that's a term from is this really all the people we can treat? Okay, we still got some. Okay. Isabella Neuronas, the condition has deteriorated due to lack of treatment. What else did we get? We gained 3 medicine. I like it because it's naturalistic, you know. It has mimesis, right? Which is a term from literary theory. It's still a long way to... Oops. A rebel ambush. Heading back through the narrow mountain path, steep cliffs dropping to either side of you, you are surprised to encounter a group of rugged-looking soldiers from Leandra's company, blocking the path ahead of you. One man stands a few steps in front of his fellows, apparently awaiting for you to approach. A tall man with a high forehead and a strange slouch in his posture, right within earshot. You order your men to hold their position, cautiously ride closer to the soldiers. When you're within a shouting distance, their leader all but screams at you. Ignacio Ramirez, in the flesh, fearless conquistador of Hispaniola. Your people are fewer than Leandra warned us of. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Velasco Buran. What are you doing here? What are your intentions? You are a threat. To do you credit, you are the first threat to us in a long time. We aim to nip that threat in the bud. I understand you are the rebels. Leandra is their leader. You have sprung in the traps she led for you like a mouse. Good mouse. Arnold Travina shouts up to you from the rear. Capitan Ramirez, we should just fight these treacherous hounds. Be done with it. They are numerically superior to us. A direct attack is an objection rings out from Alejandro Pintado. the god guy. They are numerically superior to us. A direct attack is too dangerous. If they will not listen to reason, we ought to hold them off until we can get to the carts and escape. Continue. You turn your attention back to the rebels. This does not have to turn. We should just. A direct attack is too dangerous. I'm inclined to agree with Alejandro Pintado. I mean, we've lost a lot of soldiers, and I'm not sure if I can take the excitement of another battle. We're all soldiers of Spain. This does not have. We fight for Spain no longer. Lay down your arms, and we will treat you like prisoners of war. Resist, and we will leave no survivors. Diplomacy hard. We may have thought the same ideas, but you are still Spaniards, brothers and sisters. You do not spill each other's blood like savages. Your word comes out a bit flatter than you intended, without the kind of passion you'd hoped. The enemies murmur a bit about society, but it doesn't seem to amount to much. Looks like you'll have to do this the hard way. What did Pintado say? Oh man, I don't want to leave troops behind. But I don't think we can stand and fight. We'll be done with it, right? If only our diplomacy would have worked. We should have appointed more scholars. We have so much valuables. Okay, we'll leave the troops behind. Okay. Take Alejandro Pintado, Bernardo Trevino, Bonita Blanco. To battle. Stay alive for 5 turns. That's certainly possible. They're behind this thing, right? Okay. Okay. We're just gonna wait for them. Let's hope there is lousy shots. Okay, they're coming around the mountain. God, this is so exciting. We just have 3 soldiers, right? This is nothing. We're gonna lose. I mean, yeah, the game is very narratively structured, right? Which means it's not quite realistic, right? As I was saying, it's a naturalistic game. We're going this way. We're gonna shoot our way out of this. Miss, I don't believe this. Benita. Benita Blanco, come on, you're my gal, man. Okay, we're going to cover Benita with our soldier. And he's going to defend our rear. We have to buy time, so Okay, we're outnumbered. Just 4 more turns, come on. Okay, he's trapped. But he can kick his way loose. Oh no. Another shot. Alejandro Pisado, you're our only hope. Just 3 more turns. Okay, let's try that kick, right? Okay, he's going to run away to here. Now our guy is going to attack this fellow. Oh, it was the ranged guy. That was a mistake. That was a big mistake. Okay, we're going to do that. This is bad. This is really bad. Come on, just 3 more turns. Oh no, we're surrounded. We're not gonna make it, man. Just 3 more turns. Oh my god. Yeah, we had no chance. We had no chance. They were. We had no chance. We got Alejandro Pintado here. And our guy here is surrounded. Oh man. Yeah, we're lost. He should move out of harm's way, but then he's going to get attacked from 2 sides. Yeah, we're not gonna make it. Yeah. He's gone. Ah, man. Yeah, we're done. We were defeated. The enemies have your men outnumbered by far, and though they only need to hold the rebels off and buy your servants enough time to escape with the carts, they are overwhelmed, and cut down. You are forced to leave the carts and return for your fallen men. Barely fending off the attackers long enough for your people to retrieve their wounded. The rebels follow you all the way back to the carts and manage to sack 2 of them before you escape with the last cart. Several wounded troops and some severely shaken servants. Okay, this is not so bad. We lost some rations, but okay, we didn't manage. Samana was a trap. Leandro set you up. Return to Santiago and confront her. Oh, yeah. That's weird, right? We're going back for Santiago. We have no choice. We don't have enough rations to go on a prolonged expedition, and I lost my way here. Okay, we made it back to Santiago. It was a wild ride. It was a wild ride, and we were stuck. Okay. Harmless ballistic trauma. We do not have enough. Yeah, he's going to be fine, right? Maybe Isabella Irones is going to die. Isabella Irones is dead. Oh, that's so sad. Well, the game has some replayability, right? Oh man. So yeah. Okay, we made it back to Santiago de los Caballeros, and next time we will confront Leandra, right? Now this turns out to be a wilder ride than we would have anticipated. My tactical skills have failed me yet again, and this is a lesson, right? This is why we play games, right? This is why we play chess. I don't know, right? I don't know. I'm not a chess man, right? I'm just a gamer, right? And this game is really tough on me. But it's not over yet, right? We still have some guys left. Isabella Irenas died. You know, she's deceased. Yeah, that saddens me. I liked her a lot. So this is what this game is all about, right? Things can happen to you. The game is non-linear. They have a lot of paths going all around. Arena was a new guy. She was a bonus guy, so I guess we shouldn't be too... Yeah, she was important, right? She had Indian blood. So I feel really sad that she's dead. But we couldn't treat her, right? We didn't have the medicine. Or something, I'm not sure. We should have treated her, right? But we couldn't select her in the thing. She was perhaps too wounded. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to continue next time. I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, if you have any comments about something I said or what happened in the video, you can leave a comment in the comment section below. I'll try to respond if I have time. If you have any thoughts, you know. If you like this video, you can click the like button. I'd appreciate that, I think. And you can even subscribe to the channel, although, yeah, I find this hard, right, to record. Still, I had a blast today. You know, we had a wild adventure. We saw a little bit more about this game. We learned, get a bit more accustomed to Let's Playing as a, you know, as a way to own your gifts, right? As a way to prove yourself. I don't know. I'm still exploring this whole notion, but I think I learned a lot about commentary today, and you know, commentary really isn't important. And yet, without commentary, why would you watch these videos, right? The commentary tells us what we are going through, and games are a bit like books, I suppose. I mean, yeah, how do you own your skills of reading books, right? I mean, you could read books and make a difference. And you can play games and make a difference. And I intend to make that difference somehow. So I thought we had a good session. We have a nice time on the clock. We were employed